Surprise!
Hello. Sorry, I was messing with my mic.
That's okay. Not to worry. It is late. It is almost 9 p.m. Eastern time in North Carolina. We were getting out of the car earlier, but then there was a big downpour of rain.
It was such a downpour. Like, we couldn't even get out. Like, even a umbrella wouldn't have worked for that. Like, it was so hard. And then we were like, oh, but we should be going live right now. And then we were like, oh, well, you wouldn't be able to hear us because it was raining so hard. Yeah. Our roof is right there. It would have just been thundering on the roof. So
Right. So there you go. Hi, Duchess. It's good to see you. So we just decided to pop in because we went to Aldi's. We got some food. I thought we'd talk about some of the things that we got in Aldi's because I always find Aldi's fascinating. Mm-hmm. And we're making a late dinner, so I'm going to make a potato salad that we may... Oh, Elizabeth! Yay! So good to see you. And I thought we may make that around now as well. We'll see how everything goes. Apple! I figured I'd get some West Coast people. I want to preface this by saying... most of this food is not whole food plant-based SOS friendly. So we'll talk about that. This is just a normal haul. So most things will fit into whole food plant-based things. Some of the sauces may have some oils. There may be some sugars in some things. And in fact, because we're making potato salad for us tonight, but also to take somewhere tomorrow, we're going to use store-bought plant-based mayo, but what I'm going to do for you, just for you, is I'm going to come back and put some of my recipes in with, I think I have on the blog an avocado mayo, some other things, so I'll put some links in so you guys have whole food plant-based versions of that as well, okay? So do you guys have Aldi's where you are? Yeah. Or Lidl's? I feel like they're cousins.
Yeah, and it was fun. Like, we saw lots of Aldi's and Lidl's when we were on our trip.
When we were in the UK and Norway and Belgium.
Yeah.
We saw them in Belgium too. Mm-hmm. Love me some Aldi's. And so we did Kathy's Cooking Club yesterday and a couple of things we were saying. So one thing I thought was cool is they had some plant-based, though it does have sugar in it. Trying to see, it has some questionable ingredients. It does have a little coconut oil in it as well. Limoncello strawberry sorbet. And so they used to have more vegan ice cream.
They didn't have any.
But they didn't have any. So I'm going to put this aside for a second. We got to get this in the freezer. Two things that I thought were really cool as ice comes off of it. There's a quinoa veggie blend, which you'll see something similar. I think Aldi's is German, and that's why you have to put a quarter in to get the cart. Like Lidl, you don't have to put money in to get the cart, but there's an Aldi quarter. And then also we saw this Seoul mix, like as in Seoul, Korea mix. And they're both vegan, which I thought was pretty cool because some of you know that I've been kind of having a little bit of a burnout, and so we haven't been eating as many things as we'd like, and we're going to be traveling soon. But this is pretty good. Again, hi Kim, this is not perfect. So nothing in here, I think maybe two things might be pretty perfect. But the ingredient list, so it has quinoa, soybeans, mushrooms, chickpeas, green peas, seasoning that does have some salt. There's a little bit of olive oil. For a quarter of the bag, it's 4 grams of fat. I'm not telling you should eat oil, but sometimes some of us do in a pinch. So this is in a pinch food mostly. Oh, hi, Eagle Wings. It's good to see you too. Yeah, it's a German company. Okay, Google tells me Aldi's is in 18 countries. Oh, and I'm sad that there's no Aldi's or Lidl. Sometimes I like Lidl a little better. So
when we met somebody who was talking about Lidl and the stuff that they sell at Lidl, that brand that they have, it's all that stuff is made is all German products. And so they were saying when they needed a fan or something, they saw some on sale that were at Lidl, and they were like, "Oh, let's go get it at Lidl because we know it'll be good because it's made in Germany." So
So it's like a grocery store, but then they have this aisle of sale stuff that's seasonal. So that's where I got my raised planters that I use on the deck in past years. They're just full of weeds now. And things like that. So sometimes there's some cool stuff. So in this other dinner mix is brown rice sauce. It has sugar and soy sauce, gochujang. It has pear puree concentrate. It does have some salt, a little bit of salted sake, a little bit of sesame oil down at the very bottom. So close enough. Yeah. Elizabeth says done is better than perfect. And Elizabeth is YL Rose. So here's the thing. If you are having 0 spoons, negative spoons, Aldi's will deliver from Instant Cart and can make you these magical microwave meals, or you can put them in the stovetop. So I'm going to ask Cheryl to put those 2 things in the freezer, and I'm going to walk.
you want it up here or downstairs?
Yeah, up here.
This should be fun.
I think it'll work. If it can't, then we'll swap. So again, we've been talking some, and some of you guys heard when I was saying some things before that, I felt like last year all of my content ended up being real diet specific, and I'm a recipe developer, not a doctor, not going to tell you what to eat and what not to eat. We do only talk about vegan food here, but I don't care if you're vegan. I don't care if you're vegetarian. I don't care if you're looking to add more vegetables or do meatless Monday. I don't care. We're going to talk about veggies. We're going to do our best. And for any of you, sometimes I feel like in our community of whole food plant-based, especially then when you go past that, SOS, SOFAs, different things, I will never disrespect your eating choices. But sometimes I may eat some things that are not on your list. And if you're having a hard time, or you're like sort of, and some of these things were perfect from class. So we got some potatoes, and I'm going to cook them and make potato salad. I got little ones, so I can cut them in half, and the big ones maybe in thirds or quarters. And then I'm just going to put them in the Instant Pot. Like I said, for those in here, I went ahead and got some plant-based mayo. Normally, I would make my own. And of course, this is full of fat. This is not oil-free. However, I will come back and drop in some oil-free recipes for you because I will always respect your food choices and never tell you what to eat. Right? I got some carrots because I sent off a link in my email for some corn chowder, and now I have a hankering. That's why we have carrots. And also, if I don't get to it, we leave in a couple of days. If I don't get to it, those carrots will be fine for the time that we're gone.
Yeah, it's a short turnaround this time.
Yeah, either a house sitter will eat them, or
quick trip to visit Elizabeth and my parents.
Yeah, Elizabeth Markowitz in Florida. So there's that. So Cheryl has her contraband. This is her favorite thing in the whole world.
It's not good for me, but when I need a pick-me-up, kind of like I need grandma's food, this is my go-to.
And she'll put it with sometimes some whole wheat pasta. This time we got her regular elbow macaroni.
Yeah, and when I do this, I do it with whatever milk she's made. So almond milk or oat milk or something like that. Soy milk.
It's still vegan.
Yeah.
Honestly, I would recommend that you do my powdered version, and I need to make some more of hers, and that's part of the problem.
It's the sugar in it that makes it.
It has a lot of sugar, but tomatoes also have sugar, but it has a lot of added sugar. So speaking of sugar, we'll go there next. I was looking and I saw this beautiful bottle, which is a glass jar, and it's peaches in syrup with passion fruit juice. And so I'll let you guys see it a little bit up close. And I was thinking that would make a delightful Ninja Creamy thing. And here you go. You can read the ingredients. Peaches at least are the first ingredient. Peaches, then water, then sugar, then passion fruit juice, concentrate, and some like absorbic acid, citric acid. So those aren't big deals. So if you don't do sugar, and when I make this recipe, what I'll say is you can use passion fruit juice and unsweetened canned peaches, or peaches and fruit juice, right? So there's always options, but I love the idea that I'm probably going to be able to just dump this in the Ninja Creamy, or if I want to futz with it a little bit, I'll put it in the blender, taste the whole mix, and then, what is it, Bob's your uncle? Kathy's your aunt. So, and I made some luncheon meat, and you'll see us shortly make our little sandwiches. And this bread is very similar to, what is it, Mike's?
Mike's.
And so this is the small one. They have a small one that's, I don't know how, 80 calories a slice, and then they have bigger one, which is significantly bigger, that's like 120 calories a slice. Why did I get the small one? Because I just want a small sandwich, and if we're really hungry, you can make 2 sandwiches. So I got this, and this one was the grain-tastic bread. So it does have wheat in it. I'm going to see how I react. Sometimes with organic wheat, I don't always react as badly. And it has sesame seeds as allergens. I'm trying to see. It does have organic sugar. It has 21 whole grains and seeds blend. It tells you all of those. 2% or less of these ingredients: chia seeds, quinoa, amaranth, pumpkin seeds, oat flakes, buckwheat groats, kamut flakes, brown teff seeds, sesame seeds, malted wheat flakes, triticole flakes, spelt flakes, yellow corn flakes, poppy seeds, sea salt, bulgur wheat, white sorghum seeds. Maybe I am reading all this to you anyhow. I guess it's listed twice.
It's fiberistic.
Organic cultured wheat starch. There is, near the very, very bottom of the 2% or less, is wheat gluten, which is organic wheat gluten, which is in a lot of commercial breads, oat fiber, yeast, vinegar, and cultured wheat flour. So in fact, and I'll double check, I don't think there's any oil.
No.
There is some sugar. There should be some salt, but I'm not, let me double check. I'm not, yep, sea salt. So there is salt, and there is a little bit of sugar. Sugar is higher up, which you usually do when you're feeding the yeast, blah, 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 blah. But it is whole food plant-based, for sure. I know some people avoid eating flours and things like that. I respect that. An alternative to using this would be maybe to cut a really big sweet potato, toast it, or cook it most of the way, and then toast it and use that as bread. Or with these deli slices, and we'll talk more about that then, we could use lettuce wraps or things. Right now, I'm not sure I'd do a lettuce wrap, but we could also do like a tortilla wrap or something like that too, like an almond flour tortilla wrap.
Yeah.
Okay, next we talked tofu. So we talked about frozen tofu in class. And so there were a couple things we did. We were using spice blends and sauces. And so I froze both extra firm tofu and super extra firm tofu and did some stuff, and I'll show you the slices we made. You can also grate it. You can do all kinds of stuff. But I like having sauces on hand, and we went to Aldi's, and they had, I've told you before that with barbecue sauces, you have to be particularly careful of the Worcestershire sauce. But in this one, it lists the ingredients of the Worcestershire sauce as water, molasses, white vinegar, salt, cane sugar, tamarind syrup, garlic powder, caramel color, black pepper, xanthan gum, celery seed powder, ginger powder, ground nutmeg, clove powder. And also on here, it's so good to see you. And we're just doing our Aldi haul. So while there's sugar in it, there's cane sugar and molasses, and there is salt. There's some cornstarch as well, but it doesn't have any fish. It would have to say seafood on it, and each one of these was similar. So I'll kind of show you the front. These were about $3.50 to $3.79 each. It's a pretty big, if I'm just grating some tofu, because you can grate tofu, put it in the oven with the sauce, and then you can use it on a sandwich. You could use it on over rice, and it's really a very tiny spoon option. So if you're like, I don't know if I can do this. So this one is Kansas City smooth and zingy, whatever that means. Who knows? And then, oh, I was going to let you see the ingredients too. Sorry about that. Let's see, can we, there we go. I'll let you get where you can see the whole nutritional label. I'm not saying this is the only one you can use, but this meets vegan standards perfectly fine. And I believe it has salt. Here we go. Let's see. Salt, and I'll get you to double check. Salt and sugar, but I don't think it has any kind of oil. Now, if you get an Asian one, there's probably going to be some sesame oil in there. And again, that's probably in the 2% or less. Then we've got Memphis style, sweet and rich. So this is going to be a little more tomatoey. That one might be a little smokier. This one has yellow mustard. Still has the same long list of Worcestershire sauce. So Berman's, which is an Aldi brand.
No oil at all.
And so what you're looking for, if you go into Worcestershire sauce and it says anchovies, that's the fish part. Or if you see just Worcestershire sauce, it doesn't say anything else, it should say allergen fish really clearly.
So Aldi's also has these, and I've showed them before on another live. We didn't grab any this time, but they have a couple spaghetti sauces that are in a jar, and they don't have oil. And they're actually really tasty. I think one's a basil and the other one's just a plain marinara. And there's no oil in those at all.
Oh, I think these need to get washed. But I'm just opening up the potatoes over here. They were like stuck together. Okay, so, and then our other thing that we got, so I was talking yesterday, so we did crumbled tofu. We've done this several times in class and elsewhere. So again, really low entry level energy things. Crumble up super extra firm tofu, put a spice blend on it. Hello, sausage crumbles to go into my Aldi's pasta sauce, mixed with some Italian sausage spice. But it's all about the spices. That's why potions and powders is a big thing with me, right? That is one of my favorite books. So I said, and you can get, in class yesterday, literally, you can get some different spice blends at Aldi's and Lidl's. And I found a couple of salt-free, because that's the thing, like I made something with this sandwich seasoning. So it's salt-free seasoning. This one's going to be smoky, and this one's going to be Southwest Chipotle, so it'll probably be a little spicy. So this would be great to make a taco. Crumble up some stuff, you could also grate your tofu. I just find when you grate it, put it on parchment, put it in the oven at 350 for 10 to 15 minutes, mix it around. The edges will crisp up, the inside will be soft. So what I do is I eat the edges the first time. Then when we reheat it, that middle part crisps up and nothing burns. But like, okay.
It's super easy, y'all. I made it myself the other day.
Right.
And I didn't even cut my hands on the grater or anything. Like, it was super easy. Because, usually I'm like, oh, there goes my fingertip.
You're hilarious.
And then as Caleb said today, if I did that, then it wouldn't be vegan.
Right, it's true, he did say. So we met up with Caleb, we met about halfway, and we hung out with him and Ernie. I wanted to say Eddie, and I'm like, I know his name is not Eddie. And they are delightful. They are delightful little bunnies that make me so happy. So I'm going to ask Cheryl to wash these potatoes.
Mm-hmm. What should I wash them with?
I would use a little dish soap and,
okay.
just to be careful. And Ob says I need to camp out in your backyard. You won't notice. You would notice because it's overgrown, and you would be like, "Am I in the Amazonian jungle?"
But we can't clean it till the babies are gone.
And we have 2 baby deers back there, so you'd be sharing with that. And I'm pretty sure we have some copperhead snakes as well. So I would say come on into the guest room. How about that? Linda Fowler says, I love shopping at Aldi's and buying items that are priced crazily at home. I also appreciate their taste guarantee, so if you don't like something, you can return it for a refund. Win-win. It really is. I like it, and it tends to, I think this bread was on sale for like $3.19 for whole grain bread is really pretty good. And organic whole wheat flour is the first ingredient, which is a really nice, I don't buy a lot of bread, but I've got tofu sandwich slices, so you got to do what you got to do. Yeah, exactly. You don't want to be sleeping with the snakes. Cheryl got snake boots to mow, which she hasn't used yet. So, okay, back to these salt-free seasonings. So, if you're like, that's great, Kathy, you make all these spice blends. I don't want to deal with it. Well, you can go buy spice blends almost anywhere. I won't say they're all as good as mine, but some are. A lot are, really. You know, and it's up to you. What I like about my spice blends is that you can make them the way you like them. I can make them the way I like them by adjusting. And when you buy something, you're kind of like, well, that was okay.
Do you want me to get a little paper towel to put these on or something?
Nah.
It's going to be wet.
Oh, here, put a plate under it. The little plate. That'll work fine. Okay. Do you want to do show and tell with these then? Read a little bit about what they are and maybe show them on the USB video camera? And I'll cut these taters.
That would be this one?
And you've got to do it this way.
Ah, I see. All right.
And you can read it from the screen.
So there's the Chipotle Champ. Looks good. Sorry about the glare there.
It's just going to happen.
And on the back side, oh, she says you can read it. Oh,
here you go.
Hold on. Let me get
No,
it.
look. Do you see? You just put it a little bit closer.
Yeah, but I couldn't figure my hands. It was like looking in a mirror. You see what I mean? All right, so we got
Well, I'm used to doing it this way.
spices, chipotle,
Here.
chili pepper, garlic, chili pepper, cayenne pepper, organic thyme. Okay, I'm just going to read it.
Here, then change the camera. Here you go. Change the camera.
Okay, so it has,
Hey, y'all.
the spices are chipotle chili pepper, guajillo chili pepper, cayenne pepper, or oregano, thyme, cumin, red pepper, parsley, basil, bay leaves, marjoram, savory mustard, rosemary, coriander, paprika, garlic onion, carrots, citric acid, sugar, orange peel, paprika, I don't know what that is. It's for color. Lemon flavor, lime flavor, natural smoke flavor, lemon oil, lime oil, and natural chipotle flavor.
And while you may be oil-free, sometimes these are just set, like the lemon oil and lime oil are literally from the rind, so you have to decide what you feel comfortable with.
All right, and then I'll show you this one. This is the Holy Smokes.
Which I'm excited about. And then we can open them and smell them.
All right, there's the Holy Smokes. And the Holy Smokes has very few things in it. It's organic cane sugar, spices, paprika and black pepper, garlic, onion, red bell pepper, natural smoke flavor, yeast extract, and an anti-caking agent called silicon dioxide. And that's the only chemically thing in there.
And so Eagle Wings is saying, I wish they left out the citric acid. And that's why you should be making your own spice blends.
Exactly.
That is one of the reasons. The other one is maybe this spicy one is too spicy. Mm-hmm. Maybe it's not spicy enough. Maybe you're Jeremy and you need some ghost pepper.
Some heat.
So, and making them aren't hard. And you can, what I tend to do with my spice blends is I make them, and instead of leaving them in that kind of hole where you show them, change cameras. Hold them where they can see them. So All right, see on the bottom? See how it's not ground? Is that one ground?
It's kind
That
of
one's closer to ground, so not ground or ground. That is your choice.
Shake it.
So that's your choice. I tend to like all of my spice blends. I say most all. I'm sure there's an exception to every rule, so that's why I'm saying that. But I find when I'm doing soup, stews, casseroles, making sauces, adding them to dressings, different things like that, that if it's a powder, it is going to
It's okay.
I want to say infiltrate. That's not what I mean. Assimilate. There's a word.
Assimilate?
No. Oh my gosh, somebody tell me. Tell me the word I'm looking for. It's a game show called Kathy's Brain. It's also past the 9 o'clock hour, which is why I don't usually go live late. But incorporates. It incorporates better because since it's small, you're not having little pieces of oregano separate from this and separate from that. Yeah. And here's the thing, just like I was saying before, I'm never going to tell you what to eat. And some of these may work for you and some of them may not. And either way, that's okay. Infuse. Infuse is a good word too. I like the infuse word. Okay, I'm going to start cooking these little potatoes. I'm probably going to cook them about 5 minutes. Trying to look at the smallest piece because these potatoes are not perfectly evened because I am not a perfectly evening kind of person.
This holy smokes.
Does it smell like I'm going to love
It
it?
smells like Lay's barbecue potato chips.
Ooh.
It does.
So does it have tomato in it? It probably has tomato in it. Okay, and I'm going to pour some water that I have already got in a pitcher.
It doesn't have tomato in it. It just has red bell pepper,
Oh, maybe.
garlic, onion, black pepper, and paprika.
Okay. And I'm just going
Natural
to
smoke flavor.
pressure cook these for 5 minutes. And if you have, this is one of the newer Instant Pots. It's a small one. And I've just been trying it out since some people who are just going to be buying one might buy this. And any of the new ones, you have to press play. Pretend it's your boombox. Okay.
All right, yeah, I try to get this one open. I had a really hard time with that one.
Let's get all this edge part off too. I guess I could do that another time. Oh, thank you, Apple. I have 3 of these dresses in different colors now. I've got this, a blue, and a purple. And this is when I say I have a travel dress, this is my travel dress. And you can see my tattoo. I know I never give you guys a chance to see the witchy cauldron tattoo. Okay.
You still have a lot of sun.
It's crazy. Can you guys see? Look, do you see the extra white part of me? That's what I used to be before this year all over. I haven't even been trying.
This does smell just like chipotle. Like,
that is good.
It reminds me of one of your spices with all the peppers. Don't stick your nose in, it's all pepper.
Well, that's okay. I'm going to get ready to put it in my mouth. It's medium spicy, which means it's not good to do this. But it has some sweetness to it as well, which helps take some of that away. Here's another thing. If I wasn't going to make potato salad, and I did not show off that ink, Obs. Woo! Obs has some great ink.
Yeah, she does.
And those of you who've come on, just say hi. We've just been doing an Aldi's unboxing. This has been mostly whole food plant-based, all vegan. I think that just so you know. And these are actually salt-free, salt and oil-free. Let's see, are both of them sugar-free or only one of them? The Holy Smokes, the reason it tastes like chips is that sugar is the first ingredient. So if I were going to make this, it would be pretty easy. We would use date sugar. It's kind of like my barbecue spice. It sounds like someone's doing a donut in the street.
No, they just took off.
Well, I bet they did. Maybe they were sliding in the street.
Maybe.
But so that's how I look at things, and I taste it, and you can smell it and smell something else. You know, okay, this would be great if I wasn't going to make potato salad with those, or maybe I'll save some out to toss them in this because they'll still have some of that wet potato starch on them, and air fry them. That would be pretty daggone magical.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, hey, Robin. Thank you so much. It's good to see you. Oh, I feel you, Obs, with turning into a pumpkin. And Obs, I am going to reach out to you about GitHub at some point. I think I've installed the command line thingy, but I need your professional help. And for those of you who are here for food, I erase that from your mind because you don't need to know anything about it. But yeah, come say hi. So one of the things I did, and we're talking about not being perfect. So if you are on a plan, trying to stick to that plan, again, no one's telling you what to eat. But with us traveling and things, we're not eating whole food plant-based SOS when we go out and things like that. So, and also we're bringing some potato salad out and about. So since Aldi's had plant-based mayo, which is full of oil. So if you are oil-free, this is not for you. And I will come back and put in the comments links to my oil-free mayo recipes. Okay, because I have them. But if you don't have any spoons and you need to get things done, you know, you got to do what you got to do. Unless your doctor has told you not to and you have agreed. So I am never your excuse to eat something you're not supposed to eat. But also, I know that Chef AJ has been talking more too about not always eating perfectly, not always eating whole food plant-based SOFAs or SOS for her. And I think that it's one of the things that maybe are on people's minds right now. And I know I have other friends like Elizabeth and what is Elizabeth's name here? YL Rose has a group. She has the plant pod that I talk about all the time and link to. So as a group, we go out to eat some places that are not oil free. So you have to see what always have to balance your own decisions. What does your doctor say? What is your health at? You know, if your doctor says if you eat 1 drop of oil, you're probably going to have a triple bypass, then don't go off of that plan. So I'm not trying, and I will always give you options for your plans to the best of my ability. There's some things I don't know about, like someone was asking me about sweeteners for a diet that I'm not familiar with. It wasn't in the whole food plant-based community. And so I'm trying to figure out some of those, but it's also in a whole food plant-based Ninja Creamy group where I can't give any artificial sweeteners. And she can't have dates and she can't have pears. And I'm like, and she's like, what about stevia or monk fruit? I'm like, you could try sweetener of your choice to taste because that is what I'm allowed to say in that group. But I'm also thinking of doing a few things. Oh yeah, and Eagle Wings. Unfortunately, allergic to eggs and gluten.
Awesome.
Not a problem.
Not awesome, but
yeah.
You know.
I typically stay away from gluten. I'm trying a couple of things right now to see if sometimes I do okay. If I have the really soft white bread, then my joint swells. And so I'm going to use my little body as a test to see, sometimes I can have this bread. If it doesn't work, this will be the last sandwich I will have with it. And you could be allergic to dairy. And again, this is still a whole food plant-based channel, a vegan channel, in that we don't talk about or cook, meat, poultry, fish, eggs, dairy. And I give you all the options for eggs and dairy and things like that. And I try to give you lots of options for oil-free, soy-free, nut-free, all these different things.
All the frees.
because, you know, I'm not here to dictate your eating or to keep you on the plan that we're all trying to be on, because that's not what I'm doing here. I'm a recipe developer. What I want for you is to be able to eat really delicious food, no matter what your dietary limitations are, that are cruelty-free. That's what my goal is. So we've kind of changed things a little bit, and I see more of you are here, so please say hi. I did the Aldi unboxing, and I'm going to bring out, and we have a kitty in a box over here.
Cute kitty in a box.
I'm going to get out, and actually, I'll
Luna.
show you these two.
I'm sorry, Freya. We were talking to our friend today who got who also adopted a cat named Luna.
Who wouldn't answer
Who
to
wouldn't
the name.
answer to Luna. So apparently cats are like, some cats are just like, nope, nope to the Luna. So
Got some mustard. Do you want ketchup or just mustard?
mustard.
What do I want? I think I'll just have mustard. We'll make it easy.
Aw, thanks, Eagle Wings.
Aw, yay! And we're going to be doing some more stuff too, as far as plant milk making and stuff like that. And I'll show you one thing that we bought earlier when we, again, the not perfect food. This Abbott stuff is pretty good. Most of it, if not all, I haven't seen all of it, so I'm going to say most of it is also gluten-free.
It's soy-free too, this one.
Yeah, no gluten, no soy, no gums, no canola oil, no artificial flavors, no methicellulose. It has filtered water, pea protein, extra virgin olive oil, so if you're a zero oil person, this is not for you. Vinegar, sea salt, so if you're an SOS, no salt, or you have some sort of blood pressure issue, or your doctor said you have to stop eating so much salt, this may not be for you either. And then it's got garlic, onion, smoked paprika, black pepper, cumin seed, nutritional yeast, cayenne pepper, and oregano. So it's pretty clean. Pea protein, it's not the isolated pea protein. So that's at least better than that. Am I telling you, you must eat all of this that you can? Of course not. I don't tell you what to eat. That is not the purpose of this channel. I help you eat tasty things. And you know, this made some really nice quick tacos the night that we came back from the airport when we had been traveling all day long. So I got some tortillas and I got that. These are two things I made from class, and we ate some of them yesterday. And I'll show you. Okay. What's straight in here isn't always straight to me. So there you go. So these look a lot like deli slices. So they're just layers of tofu. Now they're obviously not just plain layers of tofu, but look at that. It looks a lot like tofurkey, or if a soy curl was maybe sliced in a giant form. So it's got some texture. It's not like super chewy. Let me see if I can show you that.
Yeah, I think the texture is like the kind of texture you might get if you got like a sub or something like that. Like a little, it's not thick, but it's not thin. It's kind of in between kind of thing.
And I ate some of it out of the fridge just like this. So you could warm it up. We could use the air fryer and warm up a little sandwich if you want.
Maybe.
You want to?
I'll wait until the potato salad's done for mine, though.
Okay.
But
then we won't be eating and chatting probably.
If anyone has gone to Publix and gotten their undeli turkey slices, or had a sub made there with the undeli turkey slices, this one really reminds me of that. And it's not $8 for a small box. This was the price of a cube of tofu.
I think this one was a whole cube of tofu. It was class, so I did a lot of experiments. This didn't have much. So I basically did It's funny, she thinks these taste more chickeny and these taste more chickeny.
No, turkey.
This one's the turkey and this is the chicken.
Yeah. But you think the opposite.
I could go either way. I did poultry seasoning.
I think that's why that reminds you of turkey, because it has kind of a stuffing.
Well, and I put a little extra sage in there. So with both of these, so this was a frozen tofu block. I believe one was extra firm, one was the high protein super extra firm. And if you're unsure, and you're like, why is she telling me about this added stuff into tofu? It's only high protein because they press more water out of it. It's the same thing, but it's really firm. And one of the reasons I like to get it, you don't have to press it. You can use it right away. So if I have a block or two in there, shred it really quick, toss it with a sauce or a seasoning blend, and put it in the oven or air fryer for a small amount of time, put it over rice, put it in a sandwich, put it on a salad.
I've put it over noodles.
You really can do anything with it. So that is my... I barely have a drop left in my energy level, and then it gives me 2 meals for both of us by just doing that. And so this is different than that in that I froze both a super firm and an extra firm. And it works great either way. The super firm, I think, gives you more of a gluten-y texture. Like usually deli meats like Undeli, I think it's Unreal.
Is it Unreal Deli? Mm-hmm. Maybe it's
Unreal Deli.
Yeah.
It's going to have wheat gluten in it. It's going to have oil, sugar, and salt. So if you're on an SOS or Whole Food no oil, it may have oil in it. I don't know because I haven't bought it.
Yeah. I've only had it in one of those Publix vegan sandwiches, so.
And it's enough for like just a couple of sandwiches. And then it's like $7 or $8.
At our Publix, they put the whole container on one sandwich.
They should. It was $10, but it was a whole sub, and you ate on it for
2
days. So, and I was thinking, what if we had something yummy to go on a sandwich? Like, I used to eat tofurkey sandwiches back in the day because I've been vegetarian since 1983. And so that was through a lot of poverty times for me as well. So there's lots of tofurkey sandwiches I would take to work and things. And then they had this stuff called, it was like wheat gluten, but it had peanut butter in it. It was from Austin, Texas, and I would get it in a block in New Orleans. And I would slice it, and I would put it on a pan in the oven with some barbecue sauce, and then I'd put it on like a sub roll.
Oh, nice.
That was my decadent thing because I could get like 6 sandwiches out of that because it was not the cheapest thing in the world, but it was delicious. And I do like kind of having that sandwichy thing. You could also put some non-dairy cheese on it, and if you want, you can find oil-free non-dairy meltable cheese recipes on other parts of my YouTube, so maybe I'll come back and put that recipe too, or at least the link to where you can get the recipe in the video. So then I had a big block of tofu. So you can thaw that 3 ways. It's all frozen. And literally, I don't do anything to it. I take the container or the wrapping, poof, in the freezer. So if you get 4 in Costco, poof, in the freezer. We defrosted a few different ways. I put it in salted, I had to cut around and put some hot water on the bottom of the plastic so I could pop it out like an ice cube. And I put that in salted hot water. That was one way we defrosted. The other way is we popped it out and we put it in the microwave until it was thawed out. And that both of those worked just great. And then with the extra firm, I squeezed some of the water out, and there was still, I'm pretty sure this is the extra firm.
Probably because that's a
It's
little
got
thicker
more-
than this one.
Well, there's more holes. And because it's so spongy when you, shoot.
Oh.
These are all clean, so we're fine. But thanks for making me feel good about that.
I'm sorry. I said, oh no.
You went, ah.
I did not. I said, oh no.
Okay. So, and then if you see them side by side, you can see they're a little bit different textures. Some of this in this one that I'm trying to point at is also herbs and things.
That's probably why I like this one better, because it doesn't have a bunch of flavor in
well,
it.
this has poultry things. So what I did for both of these is I make, if you have bouillon that you like, you can mix it with some water. If you have broth, you can use that. And what I did for one of them is one of them I marinated it, and I don't think it really mattered. I actually just I made it in a 4-cup measuring cup, and I just kind of dumped all of it in, and I just squeezed it out and put it on a thing, baked it for, I don't know, 5 minutes, 10 minutes in a big clumps. And then I just let it cool and I put it in here.
And this one kind of has like a mustardy sauce.
Well, and that's what I was bringing out here. So originally, I was trying to look at, this is from Lidl. Get it where you guys can see it. I thought this was Alpine Fest style sandwich seasoning blend. And I'm like, what the heck?
Can I smell it?
Yeah, if you taste it, it tastes like flavored salt. You could have just put a little dash.
Yeah, a little pinch.
It's going to be mostly salt. Salt is the first ingredient. Because I was going to use it in class, and I'm like,
there's something kind of with a bite in it, too.
that's the mustard.
Ah.
It has black pepper, ground mustard, ground parsley, ground rosemary.
A little too peppery.
So I made something similar in this and kind of just tossed it around. I think I may have put that in the actual broth. So there would be two different kinds. But here's another thing, because I've made stuff with I think I've made corned beef with corned beets. So cooked thinly sliced beets in a corned beef marinade. I have done all kinds of different stuff like that. So you could certainly use this as a base. We could have put some beet juice and maybe some mustard, maybe some cloves, some other stuff, marinate it, and made it ham slices. Okay, it's telling me it's about done. But so we're just going to layer these up on some sandwiches, or I'll layer it up on mine since Cheryl doesn't want to be involved. So this one, so you can make different kinds. You could get pastrami spices. You could, what I do often if I'm looking up something like that or a sausage blend, you could look in regular recipes if you can be okay with that. And so I'm going to do old-fashioned, it's just a sandwich, and I'm literally going to put some of this tofu and mustard on. And I think then we will go off and make the potato salad. I'm going to put a little bit of mustard, a little bit of salt and pepper. I think I'm going to put some sweet pickle relish, because I think that's the relish I have. And that'll be about that.
Yeah.
So,
are you going to show them how to make the potato salad?
I'm thinking maybe not.
Okay.
Because that way I kind of need to eat, and it's getting late. So here is my exciting sandwich. So the bread is really nice and soft. I find if it's not nice and soft, I don't know if you noticed, I grabbed it from the middle, so it would be soft. These mustards are my nemesis, and you have to you have to shake it, or mustard goo, like mustard water, is going to come out. And that doesn't make me happy.
Okay, should be good.
Okay. Actually, you can kind of see it here. I like kind of a lot of mustard. So.
I think we're out of the fancy mustard.
We might have some in the pantry. I'll go look. So I don't like a dry sandwich in this, normally I would often put lettuce and tomato. I do have some avocado I could have put on, and that would be really good. And if you wanted to make it like mayo, you could put a little kala namak, or pink salt. Black salt is what it's called in the Indian market, and it'll taste like egg, and that kind of makes it kind of mayo-ish. Okay, so we've got that.
We like our sandwiches completely different. I'm horrified by the amount of mustard that she has.
She's also going to be horrified at the amount of tofu because I'm probably going to use all of it.
Yeah, when I have a sandwich, like you'll see, she'll pile this thing up. But when I have a sandwich, I stop there.
You know.
Because it only needs one layer. It doesn't need multiple
Sometimes it's nice if you fold it, and then that way you get that toothsome layer. I like that too. And we haven't really eaten very much today because we've just been kind of on the move. So I want to go ahead and have like a sandwich. So any little crumbles can go there. And then
when we go places and they have vegan barbecue, I'll get a vegan barbecue sandwich and I'll take half of it off and then take it home and have like 2 more sandwiches out of it.
where's my other, oh, there's my other knife. There's my bread knife. And I'm going to cut it. This is the one thing I will tell you to do. If you cut it in the middle like this, you might be a serial killer. No. For me, the only way is to cut it like this unless you cut it in kind of like club quarters. I think that would be kind of fun. There's something fun about having little sandwiches, little bitty sandwiches. So see.
Oh yeah, you can put little toothpicks down in there and just like.
And wouldn't that be nice for a little brunch or a little lunch or something?
Yeah, we could totally do that. I didn't even think about that.
But first.
That's a great idea.
Oh, Chef Lynn!
No!
There's a way I like it. It's too much mustard for you, probably smell.
Oh yeah. Nope. I like little amounts of things. Little amounts of the lunch meat, little amounts of mustard.
Dang, Chef Yen, I made sandwich meat with thinly sliced frozen tofu that was either marinated or dipped into veggie broth and some seasonings.
Turned out really good. Like I was surprised. I was blown away. Because I wasn't up here when she was making it. And so I really didn't know like what she made. And when I came up, she was like, try this. And I was like, oh my gosh. It was so good.
And since I will say all of the easily available vegan deli slices have gluten. I did find some, and I do have them in the freezer, that are made from vegetables. It was very expensive if I wanted to get them, but when I was in Cleveland 2 years ago, they had them at the store, so I grabbed some. And they were pretty easy. And this was pretty easy because then you just come home, you got your 4 things of tofu from Costco, excuse me, or Sprouts.
It's all that mustard.
It's the seeds.
Tanya, how are you?
I'm making my little sandwich with the stuff we made yesterday. I'll show a close up. Ooh, you wanna bite?
Way too much mustard.
It's just the right amount of mustard. So if you have them in the freezer, one of the things, and a student, Miss Crab, she always puts her tofu in the microwave anyhow. Like there's a thing about cooking it with salt, can do some really cool things. But she just puts it in there that way. And it worked out great for thawing it out. It took under 10 minutes. I think we did 3 minutes, then 2, maybe a 3 after that.
Oh yeah, Oz would love these.
Oh.
Hands down.
Oh, Raven, that's awesome. Raven said I bought tofu after the class and I have them in the freezer to try this tomorrow.
Awesome.
Like, we got bread just so I can make a sandwich.
I had some bread in the freezer, like some just like whole wheat bread, but It kind of tastes a little freezer burnt to me when I had my sandwich. So I'm glad that we got different bread.
Yeah, this is good. And I'm trying the wheat. Sometimes it's okay, sometimes it's not. Tanya says that she's good. She just watched Shipwreck on Netflix and thought we were nuts for getting on a boat. That's hilarious. Yeah, and the thing about a sandwich is, like I said, normally, like, the perfect thing for this would be to have pickles. I would probably have some kind of chutney or something on there, possibly too. Pickles or pickle relish.
You got
lettuce and tomato. Right now, this is what I'm doing, and this is my dinner. And you saw how much effort that was. I mean, it took us an hour to explain all of our groceries and for me to make a sandwich, have the potatoes cooking. It's not that bad. And then the potato salad will last us more than one day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Any questions from anybody? If not, we just wanted to come in and say hi. We are trying to go live more. We're going to try and go live more when we're on our next cruise, which is fairly soon, and hopefully with Elizabeth Markowitz, who's going to be there with us. So you can ask her some questions too.
Yep. She's been cruising for a really, really long time. She's missed, what, Diamond Plus or something on Royal? Elite Plus. I can't remember.
Oh, it is Diamond Plus there.
Yeah. So you can ask her questions about the benefits of going up in those loyalty levels and things like that.
And you can also ask her which boats she's liking better right now versus when she started. Mm-hmm. We're also going to try and do a dedicated travel day, and we're going to try and bring back Motivate Your Monday, though it may not be tomorrow because we have dinner date with
Jeremy
and Alyssa.
Mm-hmm.
And Elizabeth, would you like to come to Ethiopian food with us tomorrow night? Text or email us and come on down. Come on down.
I'll give you the info. Just send me a text. We'd love to see you. Mm-hmm. And yes, you can probably freeze them, yeah? Or
freeze
the slices.
Yeah, absolutely. You could freeze the slices. Probably what I would do. So these I cooked actually on top of each other in big slabs like this. I probably would take a sandwich worth, put it in a resealable bag, vice versa, back and forth.
This reminds me like an open face sandwich. Like you used to get an open face sandwich with gravy on it.
And we could make some gravy because, in potions and powders, I only have like 3 or 4 kinds of gravy powders that you make at home with whole food plant-based SOS ingredients. And down below, I am doing a Ninja Creamy ebook 3 sale right now for 20% off. I don't know how long I'm going to do it, but it will at least be until we come back from the cruise that we're leaving for, so at least 10, 12 days. These slices are Cheryl's favorites. She said these taste more like
chickeny to me.
I thought you said these taste more like turkey.
No, those taste more like chicken to me, but
and this one tastes like turkey.
This tastes more like those Unreal Deli slices to me.
Well, I think the thing is this is the super firm one, so actually there's less holes because there wasn't a lot of water, because what happens when you freeze your tofu is the water expands and makes it kind of presses the other stuff up against each other. And I think with this one, I can't remember if I pressed it or not. I don't think I did, because you can literally squeeze it out like a sponge if you haven't done it. The other thing, because I found it problematic to use a thin slice. No, the turkey one's the one that she's calling turkey is with the mustard.
The one she's calling turkey is the one with the sage and stuff in it. And
Elizabeth!
I don't like all those. Like, I think it's overkill.
It's got poultry seasoning in here as well. Both of them have nutritional yeast, so they should be I may have also put some mushroom. I put some mushroom powder in there too.
That's giving it
a little more umami, and I think I put just a few dashes of liquid smoke. They don't taste smoky.
I love this. This is like my perfect
Elizabeth,
dream.
This is my sandwich from the slices we made yesterday, and then I cut it in cute club sandwich shaped triangles, and I put mustard on it. Cheryl's going to make a little bit different sandwich.
I am not going to use all that mustard. I'm going to use a little mustard.
And someone said, oh, I need that book. If you're talking about the Ninja Creamy book, ebook 3 uses whole food plant-based thickeners. You get a choice of your thickeners. There are choices of sweeteners. Most of them use whole dates. There are a few that might, and this one, I tried to use some pears and then it wasn't quite sweet enough, so I added a little maple syrup. You could add some date paste in there to do it if you're being, whole food plant-based SOS. Or I also show you how to make a simple syrup with sugar. You could use sugar, you could use maple syrup, you could use agave nectar. What you do with your sweetener is your own business. Just make sure it's liquid. Make sure it's liquid, and don't just throw in date sugar, because date sugar, unless it's really super fine, it's just going to be grainy.
Well, also there was a little delay, so she might be talking about potions and powders.
Oh, if you're talking about potions and powders, there should be a link up near the top talking about it somewhere. If not, tell me and I'll put the link in. Maybe I'll go ahead and put the link in the comments.
Just email support@healthyslowcooking.com and then I can get you a link.
Anything else you wanted to say?
No. I'm just glad to be back online, and it was great seeing everybody.
Yeah, really good.
I am looking forward to potato salad.
So now that I've had a little bit of my sandwich, I can probably make it for you, and I'll let you make your sandwich. I don't know if we'll come on tomorrow, but if I have some time during the morning or afternoon, I might pop on. I might pop on sometime Tuesday as well.
Yeah, and the Motivate Your Monday, it's going to be a little bit different than it was before. It's not going to be so much me talking about losing weight and things like that.
Yeah.
It's going to be more about accountability. What are your goals? And it can be anything. It doesn't have to be food related. And something to get us all like ready for the week, like getting ready to like hit our goals. Like
Exercise,
if you want to make sure you walk like 3 days this week.
But it could also be decluttering.
Yep.
So if you're looking for the ebook 3 down below, there's a link, and when you click that link, you'll get the 20% off. If you're looking at potion and powders, I got to come back and put the link up. I'm pretty sure it's in, if you go to click on Kathy Hester recipe, vegan recipes, it'll go up there, but I'll come back and put it in the comments. Okay? Oh, I don't know.
You can't see them now.
The cats are going around the box.
Yeah, both of them are like
vying for the box that we have the Lidl food in.
And of course, Freya's like, get out my box.
My box. Freya is the goddess of the household, and she knows it. But anyhow, let me go make Cheryl some tater salad. And we'll talk to you guys really soon. If you have some questions, let me know. If you have some suggestions, maybe some cool things you found at Aldi's, drop that down in the comments for all of us to know, okay? Or if you have something favorite from Publix or somewhere else. Hopefully we will see you again as well, Eagle Wings.
I'm hoping tomorrow that I'll still have some spoons left that I might be able to go live when we get home.
Okay, so there may be a Motivate Your Monday. And we might just change the names of some things. It might be just like Motivate Your Wednesday, Motivate Your Week, and then we can have it any day of the week. Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I think that's good. All right, guys, sleep well, eat well, and we will see you very, very soon.
Bye, everybody.